Hey, this is Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump, the Big Bad Booty Daddy, and you listen to ICOPOD, the best podcast going today. Holler if you hear me.
And we're back with episode 78 of ICOPOD. I'm Bob Collins Jr. With me, as always, is my beautiful, loving friend, Austin Skinner. Austin, how you doing?
I am doing fabulous. You know why, Bob?
Why is that?
Because I just ate a nice little cup of Crunch Berries.
No, it's Captain Crunch.
No, it's Captain Crunch Berries. There's berries in it.
Yeah, but it's not Crunch Berries. Like, come on.
That's what it's called.
It's like me saying I had a nice bowl of Raisin Bran, but just calling it raisins.
I think it's a little different than that.
I mean, probably a little bit, but
yeah. I'm refueled. Actually, it's funny we bring up the topic of food, seeing as I'm the one who brought it up.
You did.
Yesterday, all I had to eat was a slice of pizza and a handful of salad. And my MyFitnessPal app, which I am still using and still losing, by the way, told me, hey, you should probably eat a little bit more food. We don't think you're eating enough food. So here's a link that you can go and check out because we're a little worried about you.
Really? They did that?
Yeah. Yeah, because I only logged like a third of my calories for the day. Because that's all I ate. So yeah, that was interesting. So that happened yesterday. So I'm trying to get some more food in today. So that's good. It's not like I have a problem doing that.
You want to know what I've had to eat so far today?
What?
I had a medium Domino's pizza with ham and pineapple. I've had half of a cheese and spinach like bread thing.
Okay.
And then I've had 3 chocolate chip chewy granola bars.
So you are about 3,500 calories in of your day.
You think it's really 3,500?
I guarantee you that medium Domino's pizza was at least 1,800 calories.
Okay, and I was normally given 2,600.
Right, so there's 18.
And then you had the 3 granola bars, which was 100 a piece. That's 21.
Right.
I'm probably still hovering over like where I should be at.
No, you're probably at $3 because you said it was a garlic spinach pizza. What is it?
Yeah, I didn't have all of it. It's bread. I haven't had all of it.
Oh, so it's bread. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at 3,000.
That's right.
You're at 3,000 calories.
It's all right. Cheat day. It's a cheat day.
Cheat day.
Cheat day.
Okay.
It's all right.
You know how many calories I ate at the All or Nothing show?
Oh, the pulled pork and all that. So I'm gonna go.
Wait, 15. What did I just say? That's not what it's called. It's AEW, and it was Fight for the Fallen. Yeah, I made that up.
I'm gonna go 1,500.
Actually, we're gonna pull it up right now, live on air.
Whoa, live on air. This is what we call a scoop, ladies and gentlemen. This is a scoop.
Yeah, live on air as you're listening to this literally 3-week-old audio clip.
Right.
All right, let's scroll back here. When was that on? The 13th, the 14th?
13th?
I'll be able to tell you right here.
It was Saturday.
Yeah, okay, so here we go.
13th.
A pulled pork sandwich.
Yeah.
840 calories.
Not bad.
Tostitos with cheese dips. So basically, I got nachos.
Mm-hmm.
Was about 700. The barbecue sauce was another 25 calories. Pulling in a grand total of over 1,500 calories.
That's what I said.
So yes, that was a cheat day. I went over by 7 calories.
Oh man, wow, you fucked it up.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to play a little bit of catch up because again, I've kind of been bad about my calories lately. So we're trying to not make that a habit.
Well, I don't know, man. I've been like losing weight, and I don't know how or why. I haven't really changed anything. I'm down to like 248 last time I weighed myself.
Yeah, so you're down.
Yeah, I'm going down.
Right.
So, I don't know. Maybe this whole eating medium Domino's pizza is working out for me.
I wouldn't make it a habit.
I might have to.
Okay.
It's 50% off for online orders only. Guess how I order? Online.
Via telephone.
Fuck that. Online. They're basically telling me just buy it online.
Do you have social anxiety like Dallas does when it comes to calling a pizza place?
No, I mean I called Tully's the other day for Tully's to go.
Okay.
So I was an adult. Because you know what? When you think about it, right? The person on the phone doesn't know what you look like.
And doesn't know you're eating the entire medium pizza by yourself.
Right. Technically.
Yeah.
Well, the Tully's stuff was for myself and a lady friend of mine.
Oh.
And
really?
it wasn't all for just myself.
We're gonna just graze right over that little statement, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
Yeah. Well, it's a lady friend. Yeah. Yeah. She has seen my collection of like 1,100 wrestling magazines.
How about your penis?
She saw the 1,100 magazines in my living room.
You gotta see it.
You gotta see it. And what was funny is that she like saw some wrestling discs that I have.
Oh boy.
Right?
Boy.
So there's some in my living room, and then there was some on my desk in my like dining room area. And she goes like, "How many of these do you have?"
Whoa. Oh boy.
I was like, you have no idea.
It would have been just easier talking about marriage instead.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
I was like, you don't. She was like, "Are all these discs like wrestling shows?" I was like, yeah, a little bit. She's like, "Oh, okay, yeah." Cool. So she's just like, yeah, it's great that you're passionate about something. I'm like,
yeah.
You say that about that right now.
Passion is
passionate. And I was like, yeah, I do this podcast and then I do wrestling 20 years ago. And she's like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
And then
I would like to watch it with you sometime just to see how it's like. I'm like, no, you don't.
No.
You don't want to do that.
No.
You don't. Let's not fool yourselves.
No, absolutely not.
Because I was gonna have her like, because when she was over this past weekend, I was like, oh hey, I was thinking to myself, oh, I could probably watch the 2 Raws, and then she can just, it's 45 minutes,
right?
And I was like, do I really want her first introduction to wrestling to be like WWF 94?
No.
Like Nikolai Volkov and Duke Droese? I'm like,
no.
So I'm probably gonna show her some like CZW, like 2005.
Oh fuck! You gotta be shitting me.
Cage of Death, some Tournament of Death.
No.
Oh, all right, fine, whatever. I'll show her some like WWF 1983.
Oh yeah, that'll win her over.
Where it's nothing but wrestle. She'll probably fall asleep like instantly.
She'll definitely say, yeah, we're definitely just friends.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt in my mind.
For sure.
So that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's kind of an update, I guess. We forced Bob into a little personal life.
Well, the running joke had always been, I don't have a girlfriend or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, Ian Matthews, Mike Campbell, Mick Price, Nick O, something, whatever. And then all these other guys have been messaging me and making fun of me. Although none of that has happened. In your face. Got me a lady.
Oh.
It might last like a week, but
hey.
Counts.
Fucking counts. It counts like calories on MyFitnessPal.
Right. And I'll tell you right now, she's been making me lose calories. Oh! Damn.
Oh boy.
Yikers.
Boy.
Boy. Yo, bro.
Oh, bro.
Yo. Bro. All right. So just for all my bros out there, if she's ever on the podcast, like don't fucking mention any of that. Because she'll get pissed, bro. She'll be like, what are you talking about? Yeah, yo, do stop. Scrap it.
No.
Edit this out. Okay.
Bob, hey, shh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a little update for me. How about you? You got anything going on in your life, Austin, that you want to talk about?
Absolutely not. Nothing going on in Orlando. They call me nothing going on Austin Skinner.
That's a good nickname.
My newest nickname. Yeah, man. Just living a boring old monogamous life. Living the dream. That's
right.
Some might say.
Yeah. The dream has been lived.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that.
For sure.
Say that. A dream or a nightmare, depending on who you ask. Now,
right.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
dream or nightmare. What does this episode of Raw have in store for us, Bob?
Well, there's only one way to find out. And that is really to talk about it because we've already watched it. So,
yeah,
get your tape machines rolling because it's about to go down now. Don't know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get into some observer notes. Speaking of Domino's Pizza, great transition. That's right. You go to Domino's.com. You can order any item on there, 50% off. It has to be at least a minimum of $16 for delivery fees. Domino's Pizza. There's our plug. Yeah, I just got paid $4 million for that, by the way. No, Domino's Pizza, though, has bought a major corporate sponsorship rumored to be $250,000 in SummerSlam. The tagline is going to be Domino's delivers WWF SummerSlam, which will include all advertisings of the show. WWF will heavily plug Domino's throughout television in both July and August, and on TV and the pay-per-view show, constantly plugging the idea of ordering pizza. Domino's, as a result, will have a SummerSlam box top on all pizzas delivered in July and August. And since all the box tops are already being produced, the main event advertised for the show will be Undertaker versus Undertaker.
Cool. Okay,
guess I'm not ordering pizza from Domino's.
First of all, fuck Domino's Pizza.
Wow, dude, do we really gotta get in this debate right now about it?
Dude, it is bottom fucking tier. Right above Little Caesars for being the worst carry-out pizza.
Okay, Little Caesars is the dirt worst because that shit will give you a stomachache 4 days.
It's bottom rung, absolutely.
No. All right, so here in Syracuse, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is my go-tos. Okay, Twin Trees, boom, number one.
That's local though. You can't do that.
I don't fucking care. Twin Trees, boom, number one. Number two, Antonio's. Number three, Gino and Joe's. Number four, Domino's. Now, Domino's is technically still the fourth one, but guess what? It's also the cheapest. And I can order that online. I don't have to talk to anybody, and they can just come to my door, drop it off, and I just shoot them on their way. Gino and Joe's is really good for specialty pizzas. Twin Trees, I prefer to get my ham and pineapple from, but that cost me like $34, and they're fucking just ridiculous with their prices. So the only way I do that is if my mom feels really bad for me about something, and she'll be, "Can I get you anything?" And I'll be like, "Twin Trees Pizza," and then I'll get that for free. So yeah, I'm 30, but I can still convince myself to find stuff for free. So,
and just to clarify here, as far as my end of the microphone, I believe the best chain pizza restaurant is going to be none other than the Papa himself, Papa John's.
No way.
Followed closely.
No way.
Closely by Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut?
Yes.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I like that it shortens your lifespan by about 12 years every slice.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to go with
Pizza Hut.
Papa John's and Pizza Hut for the old
There's no way.
1-2 punch. Domino's is fucking cardboard with sauce on it.
Dude, I am telling you, when's the last time you had Domino's?
Since probably fucking middle school when you get Domino's pizza once a week.
Right. So Domino, it has drastically improved because I agree with you, dude. Like in 2007, it was bad. It was bad shit. I'm telling you right now, in the 12 years since that time, it has drastically improved. Drastically improved. It is good pizza for half off online orders.
Mm. Well, I'll have to give it another shot because, like I said, last time I had it,
there was a stretch when I found out about this whole, you can buy online and it's half off shit. I'm telling you right now, man, I bought it at least twice a week.
And ate a whole pizza yourself every time?
Maybe.
Yikes.
It was medium pizzas, though. It's only like 8 slices.
Did they have Undertaker versus Undertaker on the top?
I wish.
I wonder if that's on eBay. Probably right below the last and latest Vince Russo painting.
Probably going for more money.
I was hoping this wasn't what was coming up in our time together, Bob.
It's coming up.
I was hoping I was wrong in thinking that, no, I think that happened a lot earlier. I don't think that happened in 94.
It did.
But fuck, my initial thoughts were correct. I hate that.
Yeah. Sometimes it sucks to be right.
Yeah.
The May 30th edition of Raw, which was last week, got a 3.1 rating.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think a lot of people probably watched it because they thought Jimmy Del Rey was going to fight Tatanka, and it was actually Crush. So
yeah.
House show notes. I don't even know if I want to go through this right now because it's literally the same house shows that we got last week, just in different towns. So I guess I'll just do a quick run through. And literally, I already know like the first one we would go to, the second one we wouldn't. But I'm just going to run them down real quick, and then if I'm wrong, you can be like no or whatever. Okay. The first one's in Rome, Italy, June 4th, 94. The show features Sparky Plug taking on 1-2-3 Kid, Bushwhackers against Adam Bomb and Quang, Yokozuna taking on Mabel, Tatanka against IRS, WWF Tag Team Champions Head Shrinkers defending against the Quebecers, WWF World Champion Bret Hart defending against Owen Hart. The second one was in St. John's, New Brunswick, also on June 4th, 1994. Featured Bob Backlund against the Brooklyn Brawler, Duke Drosy against Bastion Booger, Jeff Jarrett taking on Doink the Clown, Razor Ramon squaring off against Jeff Jarrett, who was a substitute for WWF Intercontinental Champion Diesel. WWF Women's Champion Alundra Blaze defending against Luna Vachon, the Smoking Guns taking on the Executioners, Lex Luger taking on Crush.
Yeah, so they're literally flip-flopped. So basically last week the Germany show was the second one. Yeah. This week the Italy show is the first one, and that is the exact same card. So I think we can both agree that, yes, we would probably attend the Italy one after getting some real pizza. Fuck you, Bob, with Domino's. And then probably not attend the second one in New Brunswick.
Yeah, that would be the likely scenario. Yeah. Syndication notes, it's only one thing. It's not a match. Instead, it's a segment. On the June 4th edition of Superstores. That's a thing. On the June 4th edition of Superstars, WWF Intercontinental Champion Diesel and Shawn Michaels cut a promo on WWF World Champion Bret Hart. Diesel thinks it was just a preview of things to come in reference to what happened on Raw. He is coming for the championship. Michaels is going to be at ringside to make sure that it goes their way. Bret Hart says that it took 3 guys to beat him down and claims that Diesel is weak. And Bret notes that he is going to have a family member by his side to combat Michaels on the floor. Who could be the family member, you think?
Owen Hart.
Hey, Bret, you see, I'm going to make sure that you got that belt, Bret, because I'm going to take it from you, Bret.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Stuart Hart.
Yeah, that would be great. Here comes Helen.
Oh, Sean, no. Sean, please don't. Sean, stop it. Don't. Can you stop getting involved, Sean? Sean, come on, Sean. That's my son.
Sweet chin music. Bam.
That's my son. That's my son, Brett. Don't. Come on. That's my favorite. If this was Owen, you could do whatever you want. But come on, don't do it to Brett. Oh man, this is so sad. Bruce, come here, Bruce. You come on. Can you knock him out or something? Oh, you can't do anything right, Bruce. Okay.
Bruce would be looking for a job. Who's he kidding? He wouldn't be at ringside.
No.
He'd be trying to get hired backstage. Brett would be like, dude, where the fuck were you? I had a meeting with Vince, man.
I was talking to Chief J Strong, bro, man. And he was like, I could maybe get you a job, bro. And I was like, for real, man, I can finally get that strap, you think? And he was just like, maybe, Bruce. And I was like, well, maybe it's better than like a hard nail. Patterson's been telling me to whip out my dick for years. I'm like, I'm not going to do it, man. Do you think I can get a job, bro?
Holy fuck, was that Virgil? Oh, shit. Yeah, so who fucking knows who the family member is going to be? I mean, if I'm a betting man,
I would have to think Bulldog.
What?
Bulldog.
No, not fucking.
Yeah, Bulldog, man. I would come on, Brett and Bulldog against Sean and Diesel on the house shows. Fuck, sign me up.
You're not going to do that.
I would.
I would think that it's probably going to be like Stu or some bullshit.
What? So you would rather have it be Stu Hart than British Bulldog?
I wouldn't rather that.
Well, who do you think it's going to be? I think it's going to be British Bulldog.
Get the fuck out of here.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He works in WCW, dude.
He got fired.
Yeah, well, there's a no-compete clause. I read his contract.
I don't think that's how it works. Oh. So you're telling me right now that Bret Hart, your top babyface, is thinking in his head, yeah, okay, so we got Sean. He's like 28 years old. He's pretty fucking good. We got this giant guy, Diesel. He's going to fucking come after my belt. All right. I can have anybody come to ringside in my family. All right. We got Bulldog. He's got a boatload of muscles. Super bizarre. And like, he doesn't know his own strength. So like, I mean, he forgets a lot of stuff. So he might even forget to help me, but he's big, these muscles. Right. And then like Owen hates me. So I can't go Owen. Bruce, fucking lunatic. He's been talking about getting a job since like 1984. It's not gonna work out there. My other brother he's probably got school in the morning because he's a history teacher, so he probably can't come. And then
the other one's a fireman.
Jim Neidhart's fucking weird as shit. You don't know how he's just getting wider and wider. I don't even know if he could fit through the door, so I don't think he would do. Oh, I got it. I know who I can pick. Yeah, dude, my 80-year-old father, who I haven't heard talk in about 5 years, so this is gonna go great.
Stu is the toughest one in the Hart family, so he's picking him.
I think
Stu is jackknife and Diesel behind the ref's back.
I'm willing to bet right now that I could probably take Stu. Right now.
I hope so, because he's a fucking corpse.
That's right. Okay? I outlived him. So I'm already stronger.
Well, guess what? I'm stronger than Bulldog because I outlived his bitch ass too.
There you go. Stronger than the Hart family. If I'm alive right now, I've outlived you. That means I'm stronger than you.
Yikes.
So.
Anyway, yeah, I don't think it's going to be fucking British Bulldog.
Why? Because it's too bizarre?
I'm fooked, Brett. I'm fooked. You gotta go home. I'm fooked, man.
He's calling it from the outside. He's not even in the ring.
Yeah, hey, Brett, what do I do? I'm fooked.
Oh,
it's like, Bulldog, we haven't even locked up, man. Literally, your cue is when he hits you with the power bomb. You come in. What are you doing, man?
What the fuck? What the fuck's a power bomb?
There's explosives in here? Oh my fucking god!
That thing Vader's been beating your ass with the last month.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Holy hell, mate.
Yes.
God,
yes. Now I do hope it's Bulldog because I hope that exact scenario happens. I feel like it's kind of a stupid. All right, so obviously Sean's going to be ringside, right? Obviously.
Yes, that is what's happening.
I feel like they're trying to add layers to conceal. Like, okay.
Smoke and mirrors, my friend.
Yeah. That's what we're getting.
You're probably right. That's okay. There needs to be some kind of shenanigans anyway, because you can't have anybody loose clean in that situation.
Yeah, exactly. And we've talked about that for several weeks now. They've painted themselves into a corner, almost like Vince Russo's picture last week with Batman, who was literally painted into a corner.
Yeah.
So.
And also, I mean, King of the Ring is like a secondary pay-per-view anyway. So.
Yeah, right.
In the world that they do like a schmaz or something.
Sure.
But let's get into, I guess you can say, the final Raw before King of the Ring. It's June 6th, 1994, Youngstown, Ohio, and we're still taped because they still record 3 or 4 episodes at one venue at a time.
Mm-hmm.
We start right off the Raw opening video, and we go right into our opening contest. It's a rematch from last week in a qualifying match for the 1994 King of the Ring. It's Tatanka taking on Crush in a Lumberjack match. It is a match that we have been dying to talk about, and here we are. Before the contest, IRS gets in Razor Ramon's face, and that nearly starts a brawl. So already this whole Lumberjack shit is just going to go off the rails. It's really, really obvious here. Some of the Lumberjacks actually got entrances.
Yes.
Which was crazy. I don't know why we're doing that, but we are kind of making it like the Lumberjacks are more important than the people in the match.
Right.
Which I mean, is technically true. I mean, Ramon's probably more important than any of these two. It doesn't really matter.
Sure.
IRS and Tatanka, who have been having issues for the past 2 or so months, nearly brawl. And all the Lumberjacks get on the apron, but order is restored as Crush works over Tatanka. Crush with right hands to the midsection. Tatanka with a few of his own, but is stopped by Crush, who sends Tatanka to the floor. And Tatanka gets attacked by several heels outside the ring. Crush gets a near fall as Tatanka is sent back into the ring. Crush locks in a sleeper hold, but Tatanka manages to get out of it. And Crush delivers a headbutt, followed by a scoop slam. Crush misses a knee drop coming off the ropes. Tatanka with a Japanese arm drag and a hip toss. Tatanka follows up with a drop kick to send Crush to the floor. Tatanka gets a near fall as Crush is sent back into the ring. Back from a commercial, Tatanka is working on the left arm of Crush by dropping a leg across the elbow. Crush with a snapmare and a boot scrape to regain control. Crush works on the left arm of Tatanka. He follows up with a backbreaker for a 2 count. Tatanka hits a clothesline for a 2 count, connects with a back elbow for another one. Crush with a reverse atomic drop gets himself a 2 count. Crush continues to work on the left arm for a few moments. Tatanka gets up and tries to get at IRS, but is attacked by Crush. Crush with a savant kick, and then he puts a body scissor sleeper hold that nearly gets a 3 count on the mat. Tatanka with a scoop slam and an elbow coming off the ropes for another 2 count. Back from another commercial, Tatanka is chopping away on Crush as Crush was tangled up in the ropes. Crush with a reverse atomic drop and connects with a middle rope forearm drop. Crush with a front face lock to wear down Tatanka. Crush sends Tatanka to the floor where he is beaten down by Yokozuna. Razor Ramon and Bam Bam Bigelow brawl on the floor. Tatanka is sent back into the ring and Crush gets a 2 count. Crush hits a vertical suplex and a leg drop coming off the ropes for another 2 count. Crush is sent to the floor where Crush is actually knocks out 1, 2, 3 Kid and Billy Gunn. Lex Luger is like, you know what, Crush, I fucking hate you. He comes running down and he nails Crush with an elbow. So Crush is out cold in the ring as the crowd tries to get Tatanka to his feet. So Tatanka is able to get the crowd behind him. He goes for the cover and he pins Crush to earn a spot in the King of the Ring tournament. So now last week, Austin, you had said that, holy hell, man, like the little spot where the match ends was really far to the right. Plot twist, folks. This one was even longer. So Austin, what did you think of this Lumberjack match?
When I found us in a 3-minute body scissor, and I again paused and said, you know what? Took a sip of my Diet Dr. Pepper. and saw that, my heart sank. I was a defeated man. Because literally it went on for what felt like ever. At least last week's had some action, and it was like a house show match, but like it was a match. They rolled around the ring and stayed in arm holds and bear hugs and stalled, and really nothing happened. I mean, nothing really happened. One of my favorite parts, it's so stupid and has nothing to do with anything. But on the outside, I found myself watching the Lumberjacks almost more than the match. And at one point, Bam Bam punches Billy Gunn right in the face. And so he, Bam Bam, 1, 2, 3 Kid and Razor were all like fucking around with each other on the outside. And you could tell they were all trying to get each other to laugh. So like that was more entertaining than the shit going on in the ring. So I really enjoyed that, and I was glad I picked up on that. But it was ugly offense. There was nothing fancy. The finish is so stupid. Fucking Tatanka gets the pin after Lex comes in and basically screws Crush. It just felt so long and drawn out for absolutely no reason. No reason. Because really the crowd wasn't there. It was like they were standing up. They were like just not paying attention. They didn't care. There was barely any reaction. Whoa.
You want to know what's absolutely hilarious is that this is the same crowd from last week. So these guys, the fans had to see these guys wrestle for like 40 minutes.
Oh, man.
In total.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
No wonder why nobody gives a fuck.
They're just like, really again? This goes like 19 minutes.
Dude, yeah, it's really, really long.
So when you notice that we don't have a whole lot to talk about this episode, because literally my notes are on one page.
Yeah.
Because the majority of the show is this fucking match.
Well,
it's 45-minute shows, and 20 minutes of it was Tatanka Crush.
Yeah. Well, and the thing that kills me too is, okay, you have all these guys out here who have history or currently involved with one another, and they don't do anything. Like the Lumberjacks pretty much serve no purpose. That was a way for Lex to interfere, help Tatanka, and call it a day. That's what that was. It was like an excuse. Just, there's nothing that kept me entertained, dude. There were so many commercials, and then you'd come back and they were in a bear hug. And they'd fight their way out. Somebody would hit a clothesline, and then they're in a body scissor. It was just one rest hold after the other. Just not entertaining.
No. And then the Luger involvement. I mean, I guess it advances him and Crush, but...
Yeah, but so what?
Yeah, but the thing is like, it's a makeshift feud to begin with because of the whole Perfect thing leaving.
Exactly.
So like, there's no real reason to even care about it.
Right.
Realistically.
Because that was never the plan.
Right. They just threw it together to keep him busy, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, coming out of that, we get the King of the Ring report with Todd Pettengill, which is literally him just running down the same stuff that we just talked about. And considering, again, that this is going to arguably easily be the quickest time we've ever gone through a Raw episode. I'm not even exaggerating. I won't highlight much of this because at the end, I figure we'll just do a rundown of the card ourselves and do like predictions of what we think would be happening or should be happening anyway, just to make this maybe an hour episode. I don't know. It's going to be a pretty quick episode. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
Our second contest of the evening is Bam Bam.
Really quick, I want to go back because we did get a Bret Hart promo. It was very brief. But he basically says here that Diesel doesn't have what it takes to win the WWF championship, and that diesel engines can never run with the engine of a Porsche.
Right.
So he kind of slips that in like, hey, you might be a big, dumb machine, but I'm a finely tuned, sports car kind of thing. Yeah.
When I'm watching it, obviously I didn't make note of it, but I didn't like the line.
I don't either because I think it's apples to oranges.
Yeah.
But I get what he's saying. He also mentions that a family member will be in his corner. This is when I found that out because I hadn't known about the promo from syndication.
Yeah.
So my reaction there was, again, it's probably going to be somebody I don't give a fuck about. So I was like, okay. But at least Brett's trying to make something out of nothing here. Just like Diesel did last week. They're trying to make something out of nothing. So if that's what we get, that's what we get. I agree with you with the line, though, that
yeah, I just didn't fit well. I can see like Vince McMahon on commentary is going to be like, all right, Bret Hart's family member. He is the greatest history teacher in all of Winnipeg. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Keith Hart. And now, unfortunately, he has to leave here by about 9:30.
Well, Keith is the fireman, so you fucked up.
Well, who's the history teacher then?
Bruce.
Bruce is the history teacher?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I thought Keith was.
Weren't Keith and Bruce in the Survivor Series?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce is the history teacher.
No, well, son of a bitch. Well, there goes my joke then, because I've talked about Bruce way too much. I was trying to incorporate Keith.
I like Keith better. He's got a great mustache.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If I was a money mark back in 94, I'd have no problem going up to Bruce and being like, hey, Bruce, I'm going to make you my world champion forever. I don't care how much money we lose. You're my champion. And I guarantee you, he'd be like, you're not going to fucking regret this. And then we're going to run a flea market. He'll draw me about 20 people.
Right.
He'll be like, don't worry, Bob. The houses will grow. They'll get bigger, and we're going to go national.
We'll get there, brother.
That's right. And I'll be like, well, Bruce, we've been doing this for 4 years now. And we haven't had more than 25 people here.
We haven't even broke even.
We haven't broke even. And you know what, Bruce? The crowd is your entire history class. So what the hell are we doing? And they're freebies because this is just community service for them.
The house is papered.
Yeah, it's heavily papered. And I'd also be like,
paper.
I'd be like, also, Bruce, I should point out to you, see that camera? Yeah, see how the light's not on? Yeah, no one's going to ever see anything you've done for the past 5 years.
And by the way, I'm out of fucking money.
I'm out of money. So they're probably going to repossess that belt. So have fun with people chasing after you. All right, bye. See you later, Bruce.
Yeah, that's pretty much what would happen.
It probably has happened to him.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. So we'll do a rundown of the King of the Ring at the end of the show, which is going to be about 20 minutes anyway, and talk about that for a little bit. The second contest of this show is Bam Bam Bigelow taking on Jean Paul. I just like saying Jean Paul. He's not like Quebec or anything. He's Jean Paul. He's from Memphis. Seen a couple times. Not great, not bad. Pretty much just a squash for Bigelow. He wins the match following a twisting splash coming off the ropes. So just Bam Bam's in the tournament. He's got to beat somebody, I guess. And that's what they did.
We skipped over a couple of things again.
What did we skip over?
I think you're trying to rush this episode, Bob.
What did I skip over?
Are you waiting for your lady friend after this or what?
No. I just broke up with her. Good.
So you've skipped pretty much the best part of the show. The hotline, the King of the Ring hotline was plugged.
I'm ignoring the stuff that isn't pertaining to angles. I've
45 minutes to kill here, Bob.
I've shifted my attention. That's why I don't do the ICO Pro stuff. We haven't seen any action figures, so they're probably not even selling those anymore. And then, the Royal Rumble video game, they gave up after that for about 2 weeks. So I was like, why the hell do I even focus on this shit? If they're just like, well, we forgot about it. No big deal.
Okay. So
Same thing with the, hey, you want a greeting card thing? That was 1 week. They probably sold none. And they're like, well, all right, that's not going to work.
So that number to call is going to be 1-900-454-KING.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get your calls in. Also announced, Quebecers versus the Head Shrinkers. Now it's war. Winner goes to the King of the Ring for a match on Countdown to the Crowning. So this is the match we get. It's announced. Yoko and Crush are announced as those waiting for the winners at King of the Ring. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. We'll see where it goes. Obviously, Bob doesn't give a shit because he skipped right over it.
I fucking don't give a shit.
Guess what else we fucking got?
What?
Bret Hart Ico Pro ad.
Great.
Yes, we skipped something else as well. And
I must have skipped the entire show.
I think you skipped it on purpose.
I did.
And it was a Roddy Piper taped video.
Okay, so that is my bad. Because I did want to cover that. So so out of the 5 things that you just mentioned, one of them was something I should have noted. But the problem is that it was a standalone outside of the King of the Ring report. So I was just I didn't blink the entire time he was talking just because he rambles forever.
Yeah.
So I tuned out and then I forgot it that I wanted to make note of it. So go ahead. You can actually, fuck it. You can talk about that and then lead into the King's Court because I feel like you're going to execute that significantly better than how I have done it. Just because I feel like you really loved that segment. So
okay. Well,
I'm gonna grab my Domino's bread too. I'm gonna start eating some of it on air. So have fun.
Okay. All right. Well, so this is gonna be strap in for this one, folks. So we'll rewind back to after the King of the Ring report. All right. We get more. Bob's got his box. We get more pre-taped videos. These ones seem particularly rushed. So it almost seems to me as it's the night before King of the Ring. And they're like, hey, Piper, you owe us 4 more videos. And he's like, God damn it. Let's go out at fucking midnight and go film the rest of them. Because it's pitch fucking blackout. So Piper's talking to Bret directly for his first little snippet here. He told him he'd be glad to keep Bret's back clear of Shawn Michaels if he needs him. So maybe he's tossing his hat into Bret. We'll see. He's not
a family member.
Yeah, it's not a family member. It's a second cousin, which Piper.
And he's trying to get a double payday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Put me in the main event, Vince.
Yeah. So the next clip we get is Piper, and he's taking us around like an old pier town. He's showing us his old apartment, talking about how he had to fight his way out of here. Then we move to the next clip. He's supposedly spotted a jellyfish in the water and says that neither that thing down there or Jerry Lawler has a spine. Mind you, it's pitch black, and so is the fucking ocean. So if Piper could see a jellyfish, which, mind you, are fucking clear in the pitch black dark ocean, that sounds like some Hulk Hogan fucking Dirty Mermaid shit. Because there's no way that really happened. So these Piper ones were probably the weakest ones we've seen. Just because it's like, okay, you've said all you needed to say about the kids. Try not to mention them again in these videos. So Piper's like, okay, see that jellyfish down there? That's you, Jerry Lawler. Okay, thanks, Piper. We don't need any more footage, sir. Thank you. Like, what the fuck? What a waste. Speaking of waste, we wasted some more airtime with a quick comment from the commentary tables. Randy Savage says, the best part of the Flintstones movie, which, again, I don't know why they're mentioning this again this week, was the credits, and you should yabba don't want to see it.
That's good. That's a good partnership. Don't go see this movie. That's like Randy Savage being on commentary saying, fucking Domino's pizza, the worst.
You want the shits, brother?
Domino's delivers the shits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's it. So, yes, moving into, speaking of the shits, let's go right into the King's Court segment this week. Because I'm skipping over John Paul because Bigelow, basically, they didn't do anything. There's a lot of stalling, the typical. Savage is plugging USA movies, Bam Bam stalling in the ring. You know, that must-see WWF Raw television. Shit match.
There's always that one match where they just plug, like, the next show, like Silk Stockings or whatever. They don't care.
Yeah, that's what happened here. The finish was especially bad, though, that I want to make note. Bam Bam goes for like a spinning, running splash. And it looks stupid because he had to like spin around on top of the guy to like face the hard cam to get the pin.
Yeah.
So just fuck that. It was horrible. We get some WrestleMania Revenge Tour dates and info. It's fucking, you got to know that because WrestleMania happened 6 months ago. So we're still on the tour. Okay. We also saw D-Day Challenge tug of war between the Navy and Coast Guard versus WWF stars with, of course, nothing but the Intrepid in the background. Again, riveting shit here, folks. I can't stress this enough to you.
I'm really enjoying my Domino's bread. There's not the
Yeah, I'm watching you eat it. It looks like a pickle from the video, so I don't know. That's pretty weird bread.
finish.
Yeah. Ignore Bob. So back in the arena, we've been around the world in fucking 80 seconds here. Back in the arena, King welcomed us to King's Court. We got the same promo as the last 6 weeks on Piper. And I was waiting, basically, at this point, for exactly who this friggin' guest was. We know it's not Piper. So stop fucking around and just bring the guy out. All right? Indeed, it was not Roddy Piper. In a bizarre turn of events, it was not a midget either, but instead, perhaps the skinniest human being on the planet was here to play Piper. I mean, if you turned this dude sideways, he disappeared. He was like a 2D figure. It was very bizarre. And I'm pretty sure he was using MyFitnessPal, and I know it was telling him to eat more food. So that's who we got coming out to play Roddy Piper here. He did a kind of like a half-assed Piper imitation. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't like stand out.
It wasn't like a Jason Sensation Owen Hunter.
No. They mocked his family, his films. King made a reference to him being in California too long when he sat with his legs crossed, insinuating that, hey, maybe Piper's kind of a little homosexual these days. Look at this, getting that good heat. This shit was just going too long, basically. Fake Piper begged Lawler not to fight him, asked him to, let me back out of the match, the fight. The guy got down, bowed to Lawler. He had to kiss the royal feet. He made the guy crawl out of the ring and go to the back. It wasn't good. And it like really wasn't funny. It was just like bad Jerry Springer TV. Like, here's this skinny dude. He's playing fucking Roddy Piper. He's doing an imitation, begging to back out of the match. And then he has to crawl out and be embarrassed. I was kind of hoping that the guy would like sucker punch Lawler and take cash out of his pocket. And like Piper comes down, he paid the kid off. Like, yeah, go out there, pretend, and then punch him right in the face. But that's not what we got.
No, this felt like something similar to like the Tiny Tim segment.
Yes, completely.
This is kind of like, and I don't want to say cringeworthy because his impression of Piper wasn't bad.
It was.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I can't say it was. It just wasn't good. I mean, I have no interest in this Piper Lawler thing.
It's just cheap.
Where did even when they announced it? It came out of nowhere. Nowhere. Like, at King of the Ring, Roddy Piper returns to action against Jerry Lawler. Why?
It's the Diesel Brett effect.
Yeah, like they announced it. Well, yeah, like that was the whole thing where Diesel, I'm coming for the belt, which had no reason or context.
Like out of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Pangos is like, yeah, Piper Lawler, and it's like you forgot to build it up to announce it. Like, it doesn't make it. Why are we doing that?
Oh yeah. By the way, here's this match.
Yeah, that is. I don't know. And then this is like a failed comedy bit to do it. Piper's videos are not like cutting edge or anything. They're just they're awkward.
They're awkward because Piper did it and kind of had no direction. He did it on his own kind of thing. And the first two weren't horrible. The last couple have not been good at all. Not good at all.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just
I don't
it's
really.
bad.
They haven't sold me on a match between those two.
No.
Like, I'm not like, oh, I do kind of want to see Piper punch Lawler in the face. Like, who cares?
Well, you know it's just gonna be Piper beating the shit out of Lawler for 8 minutes or whatever.
For the kids.
Yeah.
Like, that's
it's not gonna be a heated match. It's just gonna be Lawler getting beat up for the whole time.
Yeah. Filler. You know that's the cool down match.
By all accounts, like it's the main event.
Ugh.
Do you think that goes on last?
It fucking better not.
I can't
Absolutely
imagine.
not. That better open the goddamn show.
No. I don't think it's gonna do that.
Fuck.
Your first match is Roddy Piper against Jerry Lawler.
Thank God.
Is Piper a draw in '94? I don't even know if he would.
Okay, listen, this is where we're different, Bob. I'd pay money to see Roddy Piper. I would not pay money to see Roddy Piper versus Jerry Lawler for the kids.
So then he's not a draw then.
In this circumstance, absolutely not.
Right. So then it doesn't make any sense
No.
to me to bring him in
No.
to do this.
No.
I don't know.
Why is Brett not fighting Lawler on King of the Ring?
Because he's fighting Diesel.
Yeah, but like that doesn't make sense.
I know.
So
You're
like
right.
why isn't Brett fighting Jerry Lawler?
Yeah, because they could have tied it in because wasn't he supposed to fight him at Survivor Series or whatever? And then
No.
Lawler
Attacked him at fucking King of the Ring last year.
Right, but I'm saying like their last interaction was supposed to be at Survivor Series.
Yes, but then Sean had to step in and whatever.
Yeah, so you could try to tie it in there.
Yeah, just do that.
I would rather see Brett Lawler
Yes.
for the title.
Yes.
And well, then what do you do with Diesel? Who do you have him fight?
For the IC strap?
Yeah. Because you wouldn't want to do a rematch with Ramon.
What about Mabel?
Oh my God, no way. Diesel.
Hey, Mabel's your fucking guy, man. I'm trying
Diesel
to
against Mabel. No, come on.
reboot Tatanka and have Diesel go over.
Yeah, you could do that. You could. I mean, then who do you put in Tatanka's spot in the King of the Ring? It's gotta be a good guy. Face.
Yeah.
So you could do like you could do Scott Steiner. See, fucking Scott Steiner should have been in this the whole time.
Put
Should've done.
Volkov in there, dude.
Volkov?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. No, you know what you do? You do the Yo Bro.
Ooh.
Virgil.
Making a comeback, baby.
That's right.
Hell yeah. Put Piper in the King of the Ring. Have him go to the finals.
That would be truly awful.
I'm doing it for the kids, man.
Do it for the kids.
Doing it for the kids.
You could do like a Bob Holly or something.
I want at WrestleMania Roddy Piper versus the kids from the fucking hospital.
You want him to fight the kids?
I want him to fight the kids.
Oh my God.
It's a heel turn at the end, and at Mania he's fighting the kids.
You got a 10-year-old. Mr. Piper, you never gave us the money for King of the Ring, and 3 of my friends are dead.
He just slaps him.
So, and he slaps the kid, and he's like, Mr. Piper, you're going to regret that because at SummerSlam, it's me and 4 of my friends, and we're going to kick your butt.
And they break his legs.
That's right. And they freaking wreck him.
Dude, I'd pay money to see that every fucking day of the week if they
Do
did
it.
that. Okay?
Do it.
There you go.
What a great angle. Dun, 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 dun. Roddy Piper. Bum, 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 bum. He said he was doing it for the kids. Dun, 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 dun. But it turns out he's a greedy man from Scotland. Bum, 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 bum. SummerSlam 95. The kids get their revenge.
The kids are out of the bed.
The kids are healed.
They're looking to get Piper in one.
That's right. Who will prevail? The kids that are suddenly healthy or the greedy man from Scotland, Roddy Piper? Tune in to the 1995 SummerSlam Extravaganza. Or 94. I'm skipping here. 94 SummerSlam Extravaganza where Domino's delivers pizza to your doorstep.
Piper versus the kids. Whoever loses has got to stay in the hospital bed.
Well, you gotta put Piper over.
Oh, he ain't doing a job. Are you kidding me?
No, you know what you do. Oh my god, this is perfect. This is perfect. I got the greatest angle ever. So you have
You have what?
okay, because you were cutting me out. I could see I was cutting out.
Yeah.
You have Roddy Piper put the 3 or 4 kids to sleep with a sleeper hold. Then the lights go out.
Okay.
Then the Undertaker makes his way down.
Yeah.
With 4 caskets.
Are they small caskets?
They're like baby caskets. Then he rolls them in. And then it's a partnership with Piper and Taker and DiBiase. And then you got to pan to the crowd to all the kids, and they're just dumbfounded. They're like, oh my God, Roddy Piper will kill me. And the fucking Undertaker's going to bury me. And then, I mean, you'll never see the kids ever again. So it's great because then you can just say, remember that time Roddy Piper literally killed the kids from the hospital for epic heel turn? It happened.
Holy.
And Undertaker took him out, buried him.
Oh,
good.
man.
It's pretty good. And then Undertaker and Roddy Piper win the tag titles the next night.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're champs for indefinite. Indefinite.
Because they're literally murderers.
Literally murderers.
Okay.
Every enhancement match with Piper, as soon as they lock up, he goes behind, puts him in a sleeper hold, instantly out. Just gone.
And then Undertaker's got to come out with the casket every time.
Every time.
Like they're just going to cut to a field and it's just boxes on top of boxes.
Yes.
Because Piper's just going to roll through the whole roster.
Right. And it's also really good because when you're going to like write a guy off TV, have him fight Piper.
Right.
Kill him. And then write him off television with it's perfect.
And the whole catchphrase is everybody's got to pay the Piper sometimes.
Boom. I mean, hello, what are we doing?
There you
Undertaker could be like, rest in Piper. Like, what are we doing?
And DiBiase pays for the funeral expenses.
Well, right, but he does it as a charity thing, and then IRS writes it off, so he just gets his money back.
Exactly. Yeah,
Like,
it's a pyramid. Yeah, it's a pyramid.
Yeah. Cheating the system. What are we doing, WWF? What are we waiting for?
There's your 95 stable right there.
Hello. Yeah.
Fuck.
This is ridiculous. I'm so mad. I'm pissed now. Because that needs to happen. So if it doesn't happen, like, fuck WWF. I'm going WCW.
Rest in Piper, he says.
Rest in Piper. And then it's like 5 years later, because they're going to dominate TV for 5 years.
At least, yeah.
Like, for sure.
Right.
So Piper at that point will be about, 62 years old? So he'll try.
2000.
Yeah. He'll try to turn on Undertaker by putting him to sleep.
Ooh.
But then forget that Undertaker's already dead.
Right.
And Undertaker will be, what the fuck are you trying to do, Piper? You're trying to kill me. I'm already dead. He'll be like, no. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant, right? Ultimate huge babyface turn for Taker. He beats Piper.
Buries him.
Right. And then you just go off of Taker's career for like the next 10 years. So then you're up to 2010.
Right.
And I've done only 2 angles.
The kids come back after that.
Yeah. Because he's like, I can't believe I did all that stuff for Piper. He brings them back and they come out. They're like probably a wrestler.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
like
the Hardy Boys can come out and they're like, yeah, dude, we're here.
like Chris Masters just comes
Chris
out.
Masters, Carlito.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at this apple. It's
Yeah.
great. I'm so hungry. Spits in people's faces.
Right.
Like, what are we? Hello? God damn, man. Jesus. pissing me off. This is
See, why weren't we around?
that's when like you have the Hardy Boys come out. Gangrel can be like, "Oh, I'm weird now because I was buried." Edge and Christian can be like,
I'm
"What?"
weird now.
Yeah, I'm weird. This is such bullshit. I'm pissed. God,
So are our listeners because they're
they
like,
really,
"What
we're,
episode is this?"
we're literally filling time, folks, to make sure this wasn't a 35-minute episode because right after this, okay, you know what? Fuck it, we'll just talk about it. So right after this King's Court is the main event where it's Razor Ramon against Keith Davis. Ramon wins with a razor's edge. Like it's pretty quick, like whatever. Then we go to a Paul Bearer promo saying
Wait,
that
that wasn't Jeff Hardy who he was fighting?
it was, but he was going by Keith Davis.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Paul Bearer cuts a promo saying that it is true his trail on The Undertaker has gone cold, but he doesn't believe that Ted DiBiase has bought off The Undertaker. And then we go back to the arena where Ted DiBiase joins McMahon and Savage at the commentary table, and DiBiase tells McMahon that he will produce The Undertaker on Superstars later on in the week, and that everybody has a price for the $1 Million Man. And then guess what? That's fucking it. Like, there's nothing else for us to talk about. So you literally get a 20-minute match with Tatanka and Crush. You got 4 or 5 segments that I didn't even feel were worthy to talk about.
Write the fuck down.
It didn't. Then you get like a 12-minute segment with Lawler and a freaking skinny dude in a dress. And then really that's about it. So for your go home show for the King of the Ring, aside from the countdown to the crowning or whatever, crowning a champion, crowning to the countdown, whatever. I don't know what they call it.
Countdown to the crowning.
Countdown to the crowning. That is all we had. So that is why we had to fill in with like at least a 20-minute Roddy Piper Undertaker scenario.
Yeah.
So literally, this would have been a tough one to make an hour. Regardless, I mean, the house shows were the same fucking house shows. We couldn't even really expand on that. Syndication, yeah, same thing. So sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Put it this way: if WWF was running a soup kitchen and they were real low on broth, they just added like 2 buckets of water and called it soup, and that's what this episode is. Dinner's served, motherfuckers. The truck ain't coming till after King of the Ring. You'll have to get this as a fucking holdover. Here's your goddamn soup. Oh, what flavor is it? H2O, bitch. Eat up. That's what the fuck this was. It's not even really, it doesn't even feel like a full episode, honestly.
It doesn't.
Boring action. There's no real changes to the big show. It's just a lackluster taping of an episode. Countdown to the crowning, that match should be somewhat interesting, especially as we only have that announced. Like they're not talking about anything else. So that just tells me as a fan, hey, once that match is over, I can probably turn it off because there's nothing else that they're going to be doing. So, we have that to look forward to. And of course, we have the now coined infamous commentary to look forward to at King of the Ring.
Yeah, I mean, I'm for sure dreading it, but we'll just have to deal with it. Yeah,
I don't know if dreading is the right word for me.
I'm definitely dreading it.
Yeah. So that wraps up this episode of Raw.
You pretty much summed it up though. Like there's really nothing going on.
No, right.
At all.
Right.
But what I do want to do right now is I'm going to look up the official card for this. So you might as well just run it down officially and kind of give predictions as to what. I said 96. So that makes no sense. 94.
96.
Yeah, here we go. All right. So, mind you, this is the perfect Father's Day card. That is what the promotion is. All right. So, first, I guess we'll do the King of the Ring. No, let's do the non-tournament matches.
Okay.
First. So, And I will kind of do. Let's see here. Head Shrinkers and Yoko Crush. I don't think there's even that many matches, really.
No, yeah.
Different ones. Okay, so let's go with the non-tournament matches first. So with the Head Shrinkers against Yoko Crush for the tag titles, which are currently held by the Head Shrinkers, who do you think is going to prevail?
I want to say that they're gonna do a bullshit and fucking have Yoko and Crush win.
Okay, I don't think that would make any sense.
I know. That's why I think they're gonna do it. Because they've been throwing us curveballs for weeks now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see it happening. I feel like Lex Luger will get involved.
Okay.
Again, because why not?
Right.
But so I think the Head Shrinkers are going to retain.
Okay.
Most sense. I guess we got to go Brett Diesel, world champion against IC champion.
I don't think it'll be clean though. I think we'll get interference or
not clean. I mean, I'm going to say Brett too. I'm going to say Brett by like count out or something. Like Bulldog's going to come out with a lead pipe. Like just whack Diesel on the knee.
Bulldog's gonna come out with steroids and shoot up fucking Diesel and like get him disqualified.
Yeah, that's probably the go-to move.
Yeah,
I would have to think. All right, and then Piper Lawler.
Piper.
Yeah, Piper.
If he comes back and loses,
there's no way.
I'd give the show a 10 out of 10.
There's no.
I'd give the show a 10 out of 10 because who's expecting that?
Yeah, nobody, but that's just not going to happen.
Nobody.
There's no way.
That would be awesome. And you got to have the sick kids in the front row so you can cut to them and be like, yeah, what do you think of that, bitch?
They're crying. No! I can't believe this.
Yeah. And then Lawler gets the purse. Since he can't donate it because he lost, he gets the purse money.
Perfect. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
That would be fucking.
That should be a stipulation. If Piper wins, the kids get the money. If he loses, Lawler takes it.
Lawler.
And you just have Lawler with like $150,000.
Check, like Lawler's like, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking did it. That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, so now the tournament, King of the Ring tournament. Who do you think is going to win, IRS or Mabel?
IRS.
Okay. I'm going to say Mabel for just my sanity because I don't want IRS to have to wrestle like 3 times, even twice.
I think we're going to see IRS twice.
Ooh, that sucks. Razor Ramon against Bigelow.
Razor.
So you're thinking it's going to be IRS against Razor Ramon?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep.
So by that logic, I'm going Mabel. I would be going Mabel Ramon. There's no way they're going to do that.
No, yeah. I'm saying IRS and
could they maybe put Bigelow over Razor? And I'm going to go Bigelow. Fuck it. Bigelow against Mabel makes sense to me.
Oh, I just threw up in my mouth.
Well, whatever. Jarrett against the 1-2-3 kid.
Shit, that's hard. 1-2-3 kid. Total guess. Off the cuff.
Yeah,
no reason.
I have to go. Well, see, but now Jarrett has he's been feuding with Doink though.
Yeah, and he could use a win here. I'm still gonna say 1-2-3.
But then it's like, oh, it's Owen Tatanka. There's no way Owen's not beating Tatanka.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm gonna go Kid, and we're both going Owen. I think over Tatanka, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then that brings us to the semifinals. Who would you have winning between IRS and Razor?
Razor.
Okay. I'm gonna. Boy. I'm in a pickle. I'm gonna go with Mabel over Bigelow.
Mabel in the finals. Fuck off. You piece of shit. Fuck that ain't gonna happen. Get the fuck out of here. You're fired from the booking team, dude.
I just don't want to see IRS twice, so I'm sacrificing
Dude,
it.
we're gonna see
putting-
it twice.
I'm sacrificing it by putting Mabel into the finals.
There's no fucking way. No fucking way.
All right, so we both have Kid and Owen. So I'm assuming Owen, right?
Yeah. That's what makes sense to me.
So then Owen Razor. So who do you think should win? Considering everything we've seen on television, what would be the obvious choice here?
Razor Ramon.
You're really gonna have winner be Razor?
I think that's what would make most sense.
Okay. So with my Mabel versus Owen Hart final, I guess I gotta go Owen.
Mabel. Fuck the ring, dude. Mabel. 93. Fuck. Horrible. Horrible.
Oh my god. I just don't want to see IRS more than once.
I said 93. I meant 94.
94, yeah, that's okay.
I hope IRS wins the fucking tournament and has to wear the crown and the cape around all the time.
Jesus Christ. That'd be horrible.
King Erwin R. Shyster.
I will die if Mabel should win Mabel should get to the finals.
Who do I want to win? Owen Hart.
Well, yeah.
Who do I think should win? Probably Razor Ramon.
Do you think I think I've asked this to you before. Would there be more money? All right, so we're assuming Brett retains. Is there more money at SummerSlam if it's Brett Razor or if it's Brett Owen? I think the winner gets a shot at SummerSlam. Which one has more money behind it? I would have to think Brett Razor would.
Well, if they do face versus face, yes.
Yeah.
Because legitimately, those two guys are loved by the fans. Like legit.
Yeah.
It's not like a fake reaction.
Right. It'd be like the B+ version of Hogan Warrior.
Yes. Almost. Yeah. Not quite that scale, but
it's not maybe even like this like a C+ level of that.
yeah.
Because Razor's nowhere near Hogan, nor is he near
Warrior.
what Warrior would have been at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably more like a C+ level.
Right. But still, yeah, I think that would be a huge match for SummerSlam. Huge.
Right. Yeah. I think I would rather go in that direction. But I think Owen, in terms of storyline and everything, Owen winning makes
they
logical sense.
They owe Owen a fucking storyline.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, the guy's been waiting for months.
I know. Yeah. It took him like 6 weeks after WrestleMania to even get on TV, for Christ's sake.
Shit. It's insane.
Yeah. That's kind of nuts.
So yeah, I think in my heart I want Owen Hart, but in my mind I want Razor for the tournament winner.
Well, that makes sense. And again, that show takes place on June 19th, 1994, from Baltimore, Maryland, at the Baltimore Arena. That is the next show that we'll be covering. That will be also the same show in which, before the event, we'll talk about the Quebecers going after the WWF Tag Team Champions Head Shrinkers in a rematch. When the Head Shrinkers won those belts back in late April?
Yeah.
April like 26 or something like that. They won the straps from them. So King of the Ring 94 should be an interesting show. Unfortunately, this one really wasn't. Because we kind of milked 25 minutes worth of material into maybe an hour. I don't know.
I think it was about an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, roughly. So if you feel gypped or, that we betrayed you, fucking well. They all can't be winners.
Yeah.
All right. If you wanted us to, we could have, I guess, talked about an Adam Bomb Quang match, but no one likes Quang. Yeah, we're not going to. I mean, I still have that grudge about the whole, Battle Royal from Alberta Hall or whatever, and always going to have that grudge against you.
Alberta Hall, you dick.
And it's part of the joke, Austin, if I continually say it wrong.
No.
Yeah.
You're pissing off all those fans.
Also, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. We're gonna eventually, at some point, do the complete SummerSlam '92.
I ain't doing that shit. Get the fuck out
Go
of here.
back to the archives and listen to about 2 hours and 5 minutes of SummerSlam '92, and we don't talk about the last 2 matches. It's okay.
Fuck off.
We'll get to it. Never. It's okay. No big deal.
Shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so did I. So we're probably never doing that again. So it's okay. We goofed it. Oh well.
Yeah.
Too sad. You got anything else though here for episode 78, or are we done filling time and we're should just get on to King of the Ring 94 next week?
I think the countdown to the crowning has already begun.
Right. Well, that just means in 6 short days after listening to this podcast, you will be listening to King of the Ring 94. Pretty big show, big plans for the summer. And hopefully your summer plans include listening to ICOPOD well into the fall and maybe even into the winter. So we'll see how it goes from there. For Austin Skinner, I'm Bob Collins Jr., and this has been a royal episode of ICOPOD.
You gotta hear it.